was worth hanging out with these guys. Yeah.
Well, but you hang out with them all the time.
Yes.
It was at that point he lived in South Carolina.
Okay.
So he drove from South Carolina to our house, and then we drove 12 and a half, 13 hours down. Well, especially 13 and a half hours. I made it in 12 hours and 45 minutes.
Yeah.
12 and a half, 12 hours, 45 minutes. On the way back, I made it in 11 and a half hours or a 13 and a half hour drive.
But being with these guys in New Orleans was fun. Jason and Jay Marie Yates.
And then Jason.
I'm going to tell you what.
Tina Marie.
I never thought I had love at first sight, but Tina Marie Ronan. No. I wonder if she's listening. But anyways, no, Jay Marie Yates, they're awesome. And these guys, you're seeing them everywhere
now.
They just filmed an episode of Ghost Adventures. They're on Paranormal Survivor. They've been on Haunted Case Files. I mean, these guys are just, it's another pair of our friends that are just taking off, and I'm loving watching it.
Oh, I guess I haven't been paying attention.
Oh,
I
God,
see
yeah.
everything. I just don't pay attention to who people are.
Yeah, well, so Haunted Case Files, the new episode that premiered last night, that whole season, basically, it has Jay Marie Yates in it. It has my buddies from Fremont, Ohio in it, a place that I've investigated up there. It's just, I'm surrounded by all these people.
And our friends, Jeff Atkins and Todd Bonner with
they're up there.
Detroit Paranormal are going to be on it.
Yeah, they're on Haunted Case Files. So, I mean, we're going to have to start giving hand jobs out.
Well, gotta pay for all that notoriety somehow.
I meant clapping.
I meant applause, you pervert.
Jeez.
God,
Lord.
So it's worth the trip to go to Haunted Bourbon. Is there?
It was worth the trip to be with the friends.
Worth the trip for friendship and to see New Orleans the way we did.
Is that the most political question?
I hope you're able to read between the lines on this.
I am.
Okay.
But meeting Jay Marie Yates, yeah. So we would have never been able to meet them if it wasn't for being down there. So that's a positive to take out of it. I got to spend the night with Jason Snyder on Haunted Bourbon. Whew, we got so drunk. But
oh yeah, I know. I saw some videos of you drinking very early in the day, and by the end of the evening, I remember hearing.
What does this mean by drinking very early in the day? Is there a time limit when you can drink?
I think it was about 11 o'clock. So
you're not allowed to have beer for breakfast?
But it was at least noon Eastern time. So
that's all that matters. No.
And in World Wars of Jimmy Buffett and Alan Jackson, it's 5 o'clock somewhere.
Kat says you can't drink all day if you don't start early in the morning.
Exactly. Kat, I love you. I love you, Kat. That's my thing.
But again, how can you practice table tipping if you can't tip the tables when you're drinking?
I'll tip it. I'll tip it because I'm leaning on it.
Right.
I'll tip everything but the bartender and waitress.
But no, and that's another thing Sharon kind of turned me on to was table tipping.
Oh, I know. I remember.
That's cool.
I remember you guys invited us up to do that, and then I think it snowed or something, and we couldn't come up.
Yeah.
So, because you know me, I don't do snow.
Some fun times.
So, Carl Albertson in the chat room wants to know if there's any new equipment or experiments that we use.
There is nothing off the table with us. Not just new equipment. We use old school
Ouija
too.
Boards.
We use Ouija boards. We use whatever. I mean, it's just what?
Sorry.
What was that?
Ouija boards.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, Rick will do anything to have a paranormal experience.
It's nothing's off the board with me. I mean, I've even tried the night that I did a YouTube where I tried to summon the succubus. And I got an incubus, and it hurt.
It was just confused.
Yeah.
Right?
Well, it is 2018.
Rick will even watch videos with the spirits. I'm not telling you what kind of videos, but he watched videos at the Sally house trying to get spirits to come out. So That's probably why the incubus came out.
Isolation sessions.
Isolation sessions. And you know what? I'd never thought about doing an isolation session until I brushed with even 1 and 2. That's, so
when you guys did experiments, what type of experiments have you guys done? Just go ahead.
Okay. Just go ahead.
We've done just about anything. We've used the Ouija board. We've done isolation sessions. We've
we got your hot chocolate, baby girl.
Woo!
Yeah, but everybody else can.
You feel my back?
So when you guys experiments are you guys doing?
So if you guys would have, I'm sorry, we can't just brush this off like it didn't happen.
No, it's funny. You
should have seen my face when I heard that other voice. I was like, did you guys hear that?
The thing is, only we can hear that. Nobody in radio land hears that. It's only us.
We're having fun with this.
Nobody heard that, so that's why I'm saying just keep.
We heard it.
Oh, that's funny.
So, but anyway,
we can't be professionals.
We are nowhere near professionals. We're Rick and Alexa. But
how about freaking out about the new voice that I'm hearing?
But that's okay. We're all gonna have.
Ours cold beer here. Ours cold beer here.
What were we talking about? Oh,
I have no clue.
New technology and experiments. And we don't use hot chocolate. So.
No, we don't use hot chocolate.
Okay.
And I will take a shower with you. No. But I don't know. We actually. We've actually got some people working.
To hear both sides of this. If someday they can hear everything that's going on, they would go, "Oh my God! Now I know why Denise and Kat and everybody else just laugh so much, because all sides of this are totally different than what we're hearing on our side."
We're having some fun with it. It's Rick's fault.
Sorry.
It is.
I won't squirrel.
Yes, just so everybody knows, the producer of the show, she did some physical therapy today, and we can hear her. She's talking in our ears, so you guys can't hear her, but she had physical therapy today, and her medication has kicked in, and we can all hear her, but nobody else can. So we have a spirit in our ears.
Rick can.
So Rick thought that he was hearing a spirit talk.
I hear voices.
There was a random voice that come across. I was like, "You guys hear this? Am I losing my mind right now?"
Yes. Yes, you are.
It was Cat's voice, but I was like,
right. And then here I am. I still keep talking like there's nothing going on, and Rick's going, "What the heck is going on with you?"
That just confused me even more.
Denise, if you could have only seen the look on his face. I'm the only one following in chat.
Because I know what's going on. So I hope everybody is enjoying this.
Denise hears it too, but she doesn't want to acknowledge it. Okay.
So, and poor Kat, she's over here going, "Okay, whatever."
Yeah, she doesn't care. It's all good.
Bringing my damn hot cocoa.
Yeah.
Right.
Well, hopefully David gets her hot cocoa and her back rub, so we'll all be happy.
Right.
Oh, somebody needs a back rub? I'm on the way.
Where's that back scratch for that?
So.
But yeah, so we basically we've been actually trying some of the old school techniques, because the thing that we even brought up in a Brush with Evil 2 was people are spending way too much money on equipment and stuff that just goes flashy and makes a lot of loud noises and bright colors and everything. You got to get back to the basics sometimes. And that's what we're trying to do.
That's what we are doing. We actually got some people in the process of building some equipment for us. I'm in talks with a couple different people for some new designs and some things. And it's actually taking some of the old school stuff, like Rick said, to put a little bit of using the more modern technology as far as resistors, diodes, capacitors, all that thing, because a lot of it didn't exist back then. But we're getting completely away from all the reverb and echo and flashy and blingy because it really doesn't prove anything yet. We've not even established the very basis of what we're doing. So how can we sit there and build all this equipment confirming what we're experiencing when we don't even know what the hell we're experiencing? So we're willing to take it more back to the more basic and more primal state of what's going on with the paranormal.
Right. And a lot of people are discounting their own feelings because the equipment's telling them that nothing's happening, or the equipment is telling them something's happening. You know?
Well, that's something we're very adamant about. Teresa with her gifts and stuff. We work with several other people like Tina Perez-Duchesne and Scotty Rourke. I just keep naming people that we are blessed that wants to work with us and stuff. But we're firm believers that we use our equipment to validate, or not to discredit what these people are saying, but to validate what they're saying. And we'll go in and we'll take baseline readings with things and stuff. And we try to use things that are calibrated or things that have digital readout to them. So that way you have an accuracy reading. A lot of people will go with their K2 meter, and we prefer to use a millimeter because a millimeter would say within the instructions, if you ever read them, as a plus or minus 0.2. So that means you have a 0.4 fluctuation, and it's still within their normal range. Where you don't get that digital reading with the other pieces of equipment. And we want things that's got a natural true digital reading so we can actually graph it out and keep a track of what's happening and how it's fluctuating. And then when Teresa or Scotty or whoever goes in there with us and stuff, when they say they're feeling something in an area where we didn't have any readings at, then we go over and get a reading at the same time they're claiming these things. We now have validation of it. We also have a base standard reading of that room. And it's graphed out and it's logged down. It's keeping that data that you got to do. That's part of this investigation. And it confirms what you guys are feeling, like Denise, with your abilities and stuff. It gives us confirmation of what you're saying and what you're feeling because if we graph the room out, we know what's going on in that room.
Well, I agree 100%. So, everybody, we're at our last break. So, go get your drink, go to the restroom. And just to let everybody know, she's got her hot chocolate. She's all happy over there. So, BHM Digital Broadcasting out of Birmingham, Alabama. And we will be right back with Rick Rose and Jay Lynch and Teresa Lynch in just a few minutes. So, come on back. Yeah.
Listening to WBHM Digital Broadcasting, the best in paranormal talk, only on Paranormal Experienced Radio, broadcasting live out of Birmingham, Alabama.
Welcome back to the Paranormal Pride, and I'm Denise, and I might still have Rick and Jay and Teresa there.